Consider the graph of y equals ln x shown below. Use the graph to estimate the value of p in each of the following. And we have 1.4 equals ln p. So what we need to do is go to 1.4 and measure across to the graph. Like that. Seems to come to about 4. So ln 4 is 1.4. So I would say that p equals 4. E to the p plus 1 take away 3 equals 0. So somehow we've got to get this into a ln p sort of situation, or at least a ln something situation. So if I say from there e to the p plus 1 equals 3, and we take the natural log of both sides, because the natural log and the exponential are inverse functions, this side becomes p plus 1. So we've got log something, we've got ln 3. So if we want ln 3, we're just going to go up here, and I reckon that that is about 1.1. So I can say that p plus 1 is equal to 1.1, and that must mean that p is 0.1. Okay, next part of the question is actually over here. It says, on the axes below, sketch the graph of ln x minus 2 plus 1. I'm actually going to do it on the same axes over here. So I'm just going to clear it. So the function was that we wanted to do ln x take 2 add 1. Now think about these transformations. The x minus 2 is going to move us 2 units this way, and the plus 1 is going to move us 1 unit up. That means that instead of the asymptote being the y-axis, the asymptote is now going to be the line x equals 2. Now choose a couple of key points. So for example, 1, 0. That is going to move 2 right and 1 up. So our curve has to go through there. Is there any other reasonably obvious key points? Well, if I go to this point here, moving that 2 across is going to move it to about there, and then up. That's going to give me the intercept, and that's quite an important point to have. Also, I might be interested in where this is going to actually leave over on this side of the graph. So if we choose, say, this point just here, let's move that 2 across and then move it up 1. So that's going to move it to about there. So if I come up the asymptote and then make sure I hit those 3 points, that will probably be accurate enough to make sure I get all the marks.